Hi and welcome to Tikkun's Weekly Dover. This week's portion is Massei, the last in the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. Most of this portion, vast majority of it, covers a recap of the Jewish people's journeys in the desert. And there's nothing in there we don't already know. It's just kind of talking about what's happened already. And the rabbis will always question, why does God need to mention it again? And Rashi, the great medieval commentator, gives a little parable to help us understand that. He says that a king had a sick son, and he went to a doctor in a distant land to go and heal him. And the son was delirious as he took him on the journey, and it was a difficult and arduous journey. He had to cross rivers and go through deserts and struggle with wild animals, whatever it might be. And all the way through, he carried his son with him and took his son along. And they got to the doctor, and thank God, the doctor was able to heal the son. And they re-travelled the same road together with the son being well now. And the son didn't remember anything of the journey. And the king, as they went back, reminisced with the son in every place that they had been. He reminisced, here we fought a lion, here we crossed this river, even though it was a raging river, and here we did this, and here we did that. And this is, the rabbis tell us, is what's going on in this week's portion. God is reminiscing. God is reminiscing with the Jewish people. In the same way as each step that the king took towards that doctor was a necessary step to bring about his son's recovery, so too, every experience, every step, every event the Jewish people went through in the desert, for better and for worse, and many of them were for worse at the time, were part of what was necessary to lead the Jewish people towards the land of Israel, towards fulfilling the ultimate spiritual destiny, that of becoming a light to all nations. And I think the point is true for all of us. Life is a journey. And life is fraught, that journey is fraught with challenges. And there are going to be challenges all along the way of all of our journeys. And it's not always easy to appreciate while you're going through those challenges. I'm sure that king, when he was struggling to get to the doctor, didn't appreciate that every little event was necessary to get him there and that his son was going to get better. Didn't appreciate that. But looking back, when you come back and you look over it, you can see it for what it is. Same is true with us in our lives, that while in the experience, while in the moment, not always easy to see that this is leading us somewhere, this is taking us somewhere, this is contributing to our life. But with hindsight, we can almost invariably look back and see how all those events that seemed like they were getting in our way were actually just leading us to where we really needed to be. I'm just going to give a little thought from my own experience. Now, my first wife, Shaul, passed away 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago now. And we went through a really difficult time, really challenging times, both while she was suffering with her illness and after she passed away, myself and my 4 children. And at the time it seemed hard and painful and so difficult. But looking back, while we all do miss her tremendously, I think I speak for my children as well as myself, that we're able to see how it shaped us. We're able to see how it shaped who we are today, and for the most part, really the most part, it shaped us all for the better. Our lives are better because of the experiences that we've been through. I think every now and then, it's good to look back a little bit. It's good to reminisce. It's good to look back over the times we've had in our life, over the difficult things we've been through, over the challenges we've overcome, and appreciate and see how every little element and every little event brought us to where we needed to go. God has his plans, and those plans are always good. And while in the moment things might seem challenging and difficult, if we look back and we see that even those challenging and difficult things and frustrating experiences always brought us to better places, if we're able to remember that, recall that, and focus on that, I think it will give us the confidence to be able to know that right now, even though I might be going through something difficult, might be going through something challenging, it's going to be the same. It's going to lead me somewhere and it's taking me somewhere. And I think the more we're able to appreciate that, the more we're able to embrace the challenges that we go through, overcome them, and allow them to lead us to the beautiful places that they will always inevitably lead us to. Wish you Shabbat Shalom. If you're interested in finding more about Tikkun and what we do, what we teach, please log on to our website, tikkun with 1k.co.uk. Thank you.